Pakistan's economic situation is indeed very alarming. The country is grappling with a multitude of challenges. The forthcoming economic paradigm is linked with the political stability. This is a political economy, not the economy.
Right.
Pakistan, and is poised to navigate a myriad of complexities, and it's replete with formidable challenges, and of course latent hidden underneath opportunities as well. As the country endeavors to ascend to the echelons of the economic prosperity, it must judiciously and religiously, Pakistan, address the impediments, the hinges that have hitherto, before right now, till today, till this time, hindered Pakistan's growth trajectory.
Right.
And we have three very blatant, I'm sorry to say, budget deficit, trade deficit,
Right.
fiscal deficit. We have been in the negative growth. The as the future economic outlook, it remains uncertain. The country's economic growth is expected to remain sluggish. And this is, I'm telling you, the ground realities, with the IMF predicting I think a negative growth rate, or a 1 to 2% of the in the coming years, perhaps, maybe. Despite these challenges, there are opportunities for the growth, which I'll come later on that. But the fiscal deficits and the debt accumulation, we need to concentrate religiously on our governance.
Right.
The problem is entirely linked with the governance. As it was said right now, just before, that the Fitch and the Moody's international rating agencies, बड़ी वो जो मुतासिर कुन नहीं है, कोई इतनी सी में है. हम 30 million of our students our children are out of the our schools and colleges, but we have we need to put a lot onto our human capital development. So 1, 2, 3, if we go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then we need to really, Pakistan's perennial struggle with the fiscal deficit has culminated in a burgeoning debt burden, which threatens to undermine the country's macroeconomic stability. Then we have energy insecurities. The persistent energy shortfall has stymied industrial growth. We have no industrial growth. We have negative industrial growth. We have exacerbating the country's reliance on imported fuels, very costly imported fuels, and thereby increasing the vulnerability to external shocks. Then we have the infrastructural deficiency, with Pakistan's inadequate transportation network, coupled with its antiquated communication infrastructure, has significantly increased the cost of doing business. Thereby,
in this, so I apologize to interrupting you. In this
sorry, I'm sorry, we are very negative for that, but it's the reality.
Okay. In this panic situation of, as you mentioned, a couple of crises that is narratable. In this panic situation, what we have the way forwards? Is there any shining light that we need to adopt and we start moving towards?
Yes, very well. Number one, we need to concentrate on our governance. Number two, we need to concentrate on hindering the corruption which is staggering in our country, which is staggering the country's economic process. We need to institutionally reform, strengthening the institutions such as the judiciary and the anti-corruption agencies to ensure accountability and transparency.
Right.
Then we need to invest in the human capital. There are opportunities as well. If we invest in the education, healthcare, and the skills development to create a competitive and productive workforce, then we need to diversify our economy. Diversifying the economy by promoting entrepreneurship, innovation and investment in key sectors such as manufacturing, renewable energy, and tourism kind of a thing. CPAC and the regional trade offers a significant opportunity for trade and investment with the potential to boost economic growth.
Right.
Agriculture sector, Pakistan agriculture has significant potential for growth with
Right.
opportunities for investment, the irrigation, fertilizers, and the high yield. Then we have the dearth of a skilled manpower attributed to a deficient educational system has
Right.
constrained Pakistan's ability. And if we need to invest in that, if we need to capitalize and dividend and capitalize on the emerging opportunities. So these are the threats. Again, in the
Right.
threats, we have the latent opportunities.
Right.
I am not negative, but we need to understand that if we just maneuver or a little bit concentrate on our governance issues, this is a perennial
Right.
problem.